You ever wanted to know who owned Carnival? Well, Carnival Corporation and PLC is a British-American cruise operator, currently the world's largest travel leisure company with a combined fleet of over 100 vessels across 10 cruise line brands. A dual-listed company, Carnival is composed of two companies, Carnival Corporation and Carnival PLC, which functions as one entity. Carnival Corporation is listed on the New York Stock Exchange, and Carnival PLC is listed on the London Stock Exchange. As such, Carnival is only a company in the world to be included in both S&P 500 and FTSE 100 indexes. Now, I got my receipts on where Carnival really is headquartered out of. All right, so according to Cruise Junkie website, Carnival Cruise is headquarters in Florida, all right, but they also, for tax purposes, to evade taxes, they are actually proud residents of elsewhere. Carnival is a Panamanian corporation. So since they hardly paying any taxes, let's see how they pay their employees. So the salary employees are the captains, and the captains can make anywhere from 100 grand to 150 grand, depending on the size of the ship. So if it's like 3,000 passengers, I guess they make 100 grand. If it's more than 3,000, they're going to make 150 grand. The hotel director, from medium to large ship, salary can range from 100,000 or more annually as well. The food and beverage manager on a similar ship can gross anywhere from 3,500 to 7,500 or more per month. So I guess on a smaller ship, 3,500, the larger ships, 7,500. And it's also dependent on the size of the ship, like I said, but the level of the cuisine that is prepared is what their salary is based on. An executive chef can expect to earn from 4,000 to 8,000 monthly, while a chef de partie salary ranges from 1,000 to 2,500. Assistant chef trainees, 700 to 1,000. Kitchen cleaners, an amount of $600 per month. Yes, that's what I said, $600 per month. Although that may sound meager or little to us, it's actually a lot for these employees who come from third world countries and countries that's not developed as United States. So this is why the gratuities come into place, because a lot of them are living off the gratuities that we give them. They're almost like, if you think about a server at a restaurant, they normally pay, companies pay $2.13 an hour, and then the server's money really comes from the tips. So it's pretty much the same analogy. So the employees that's going to be sharing the gratuities would be your servers, some of the kitchen staff, and then also housekeeping. So that's why it's important to actually give them the gratuities, because their salaries are low because they are sharing tips. And $4 and some change of tips go to housekeeping out of those gratuities that you leave. This is how your bartenders are getting paid as well. So your servers are getting paid anywhere from $900 to $2,200 a month. And then your bartenders are getting $1,800, $2,500 a month. And they're also part of the tip pool. Now, they don't have to pay for room and board. Room and board is taken care of. Their food is taken care of. And sometimes they have food in their own native country as well. They do get medical care, and Carnival provides a complete package for insurance, retirement, I guess it's the 401k, and yada, yada, yada. Just like pretty much the package that we get, standardized package that we get in America. Now, you may say that's a lot for bartenders and servers, but it's not, because they don't get any time off. They sign a contract, and while they're on that ship, they're working 12 to 14 hours a day. So when you see they hustling, cleaning your tables, they're getting paid to work those many hours. So it's not that glamorous as you would think. And I believe their contracts are anywhere from 3 months to 6 months to 9 months. And when I was reading it, it said that a lot of them would just take the whole 9 months. So that's brutal. That's brutal, folks. And if you notice, there are a lot of Filipinos on the cruise ships. They are the number one nationality that the cruise ships recruit for their ships because they can speak English as well as their own native language. I remember when I was downstairs coming out of my room, and my cousin had asked the housekeeping lady a question. She said no speak of English, and our room steward, who came and introduced himself and told us that he would be in charge of our room, was Filipino. So I'm assuming the Filipinos are the ones who are in charge of all of that, and then the people who can't speak any English are the ones who are in housekeeping and probably as servers, maybe cooks as well, because they don't really have to interact with the guests. Look at the currency exchanges. So if you're Filipino, you're making $53 to $1. So every dollar that you get, because they're getting paid in American dollars because the company is American company, or a British American company, but it's based in Miami, and I'm sure their paychecks come out of Miami. So you're getting $53 to $1. And if you're from Brazil, you're getting $2.46 to $1. And let me share a story with you about one of the entertainers that came to my table during intermittent. She told me that she enjoyed her job. I asked her how long she'd been on the ship. She said 6 months. I said, why did she do it? She said, because the pay is great. She gets $2.46 to every dollar that she gets because she gets paid in American dollars. And then she's able to send that to her family, and it helps her mom and her siblings back home. Not all employees have to pay taxes. It all depends on where they're from, for what country origin that they're from. Like we had another entertainer that talked to us. His name was Harper, and he's from New York. So he's paying taxes. But depending on where you're from, you may not have to pay taxes. I think Australians have to pay taxes, and there's another country, but I don't think the Filipinos have to pay taxes. So I think that's why there's so many of them on that ship. Here's a schedule from one seasoned traveler. Her name is Jeannie Joe, and she tells you when the best times to travel on the cruise ship. So I hope you enjoy that as well. And if you enjoyed this video, subscribe, like, and please leave me a comment. Until next time, bon voyage!
Yeah, my trigger fingers itching for your pension, so I'm on a mission.